And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the US Open here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're at the University of Minnesota. We're on the show court. It's a doubles. It's the quarterfinals. It is Barrios Daza from Bolivia taking on the Mexican pair of Longoria and Salas, the one seeds. My name's Tim Baghurst. Joining me for this match is TJ Bamba, Asher Baghurst with the stats, and JTRB at the controls. Thanks so much for joining us. TJ, should be a fun one.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, Longoria, Salas, the number one seeds, so a tough team to beat.
I love it when all four walk forward.
I love that.
We all won it. No, you didn't.
And they try to sell it for the referee. And of course, Team Bolivia here in the back receiving serve. They have a lot of experience playing together as well.
Salas had no hesitation in swinging backwards.
Oh, no. Somebody almost got a mouthful of ball there. That was a two-bounce get called by our referee, Abraham Pena. Jenny Daza serving now. Well-placed rally. You saw Longoria really just popping the ball to the ceiling, moving the Bolivians back in the court, waiting for an unforced error, and that's exactly what they got. Oof. Point by Angelica Barrios. Cross-court shot for the side out by Salas. Doubles is so interesting right now on the LPRT because there's so many teams that are vying for that title.
And we've seen a different mixture of teams over the last couple of tournaments.
Right, with a few different winners at our recent events.
That's a killer shot from Samantha Salas, who's out of singles. She lost in a tiebreaker to Carla Munoz and was not happy about it. Taking out a little bit of that frustration, I think, in this match. Who would be, by the way?
Right.
Can't blame her.
I'm going to say the very similar thing that happened last year at the US Open, early loss. And Longoria and Salas went on to win the doubles title at the US Open last year. So they are the defending champions. Just a lot of high balls there. You ever think that the ceiling ball is not important? It is. You are moving your opponents deep in the court. And again, another effective unforced error rewarded to the Mexican team.
Nice splat winner from Barrios. Barrios and Daza have played together for a number of years for the Bolivian national team. A couple of times they haven't won Bolivia Nationals, but these are two that play together and have played together for quite some time, so they're comfortable playing with each other. Change of mind from Barrios, paid the price.
You know, at our most recent event a couple weeks ago in Virginia Beach, this team, the US Open champion team here of Longoria Salas, they did not win the title.
That's
right. It was
right.
won by Team USA.
Holly Scott.
Yeah, Holly Scott and Kalani Lawrence.
Oh my, Barrios, not a smart shot. Yeah, and the other team that is always there or thereabouts is Mejia Herrera. Mejia, unfortunately, unable to be here, so we've got Herrera Parilla, who have also won a title together.
They won a title in Greenville, South Carolina in the spring.
And let's not forget Martinez and Rodriguez, who've also won a title.
Yes. Makes this division very exciting.
Sweet shot from Angelica Barrios on the left side.
Team Mexico asking for the court hinder on that ceiling ball. It sounds like they did get a replay. Daza trying to take advantage of that glass side wall that can be a challenge, although that serve came up short.
A question from Joanne Pomodoro asking Statman, he won't know this, but I do, percentage of matches that were won after losing the first game. Well, I don't know question. After losing the first game. I can give you percentage of those who've won the third game having won the second. Well, no, that is having lost the first game. 75%. 75% is the number. If you win the second game, you're going to win the third game.
Momentum, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You figured it out.
It's an interesting question and stat.
Well, the noise around us is growing, which means that a match somewhere else has finished, and they're all matriculating into, okay, that was a great one. What we got going on here?
Yes, it may not look like it on the screen, but this is a packed house. There's a lot of pro matches going on all of the courts, a lot at the same time, so fans are spread out, but it is packed in this building.
400 players here at the US Open, and I think there's going to be about 300 players from last year who might have regretted not coming to this. It's been a fun event.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, there were some, well, it's not going to be like the US Open. It feels like the US Open to me.
Yeah, it's different,
yeah,
but it's great.
You can still feel that energy and
so
excitement.
So much energy in this building. I have to remind myself it's only Thursday.
Right. Quarterfinals of singles tomorrow. Semifinals of doubles. Salas not afraid to take a swing. In fact, I was speaking to a player earlier today who got hit by a ball. And I mentioned, being hit by the ball, and she said, hey, there's 3 players that I know that are willing to swing and hit. And so I have to watch out for those. And
Was this a tour player? You don't
this
have
was
to
a
say
tour
any
player.
names,
I'm
but
not saying names. But Salas is one of those names, willing to take a swing.
it's part of the game. Jenny Daza really using this glass sidewall effectively, trying to hit that wallpaper serve, and it really takes away Salas's unloading on the forehand shot on this side. It's a good serve.
It is.
Salas gives
Better
it back
return.
to her, though.
Yeah. Unforced error from Longoria. Longoria and Salas have played together for so many years. At least 10 years.
I mean, obviously, experience playing together, I mean, goes a long way. They are the reigning champions. They do have the most titles out of any other doubles team on the LPRT.
And a replay coming up. A little shout out to one of our fans on the stream, Steve Castleberry, who's sitting in the stands watching and listening to us. And commenting, of course.
Yeah.
Jenny Daza's had a lot of time on this court today. Definitely some fatigue in those legs, I'm sure. Long match against Maria Renee Rodriguez.
That's right. They went to a close tiebreaker.
They did, and it was an hour and a half match.
Oh,
Excellent.
good pickup.
But not that time. Power from Salas. Really controlling this match. And this is when Salas and Longoria play their best. It's when Salas is in charge. She's the captain. Longoria is the assistant, keeping the ball alive, waiting for chances, going to the ceiling.
Jeez.
But when Longoria tries to take over, then Salas loses her almost identity in the match and then plays worse. Too many unforced errors from Team Bolivia right now. It's why Longoria Salas lead 12-5. And no timeouts being taken. We see less timeouts in doubles, don't we?
Why is that? Just
I think they just don't wait for this to finish. Wow. Silky smooth skills from world number one Paula Longoria.
an excellent patience.
Longoria lost to Lime in Virginia.
In the quarters.
I don't think she wants to lose here. And her path to the final doesn't look as difficult as the bottom draw. Montse Mejia missing has shaken up that seeding a little bit.
Yes. And of course, you know, you mentioned earlier, Kalani Lawrence just upset Brenda Laime in the round of 16. Laime making the finals at the last event. It's not just doubles. Gosh, the singles on the Pro Tour, everybody's just gotten so good.
Yeah.
Everybody just pressing the top players and teams.
Yeah, you're right. Look at Jessica Parrilla winning in a tiebreaker. We had, hold on, we'll finish this. Carla Munoz took out Samantha Salas in a tiebreaker. Well, a little bit of overswinging from both teams, but ultimately it's Samantha Salas' power into the body of Barrios that wins it. Mendez, 13 and 14. That was a tight game against Martinez. The top three seeds are the only three that really had comfortable wins. Longoria winning 7 and 2, Mania 2 and 0. And Herrera 3 and 3. Really outside of those three, they were battles all the way through the draw.
You said missing a couple of the top players has really changed the draw a bit. Vargas obviously missing.
Yeah, Vargas and Mejia, yeah.
Yes.
3-7.
Nice shot, Jenny Daza. Yeah, you say obviously. For those who don't know, Vargas is expecting their third child.
And Rasic also, Rana Rasic, not playing the season so far.
I played like crap. I should have won. He can run everything down. And I'm playing with a rack that can move. Let's try to.
Point. 5-7.
Oh, Barrios.
Barrios hoping that ball skipped.
Yeah, Barrios is not, I don't think is playing smart right now. She's maybe trying to do a little too much because who she's playing with, Jenny Daza, not as good as Barrios on paper. So maybe trying to force things she shouldn't. And it's 14-5, make that 15. First game, comfortable for Team at Mexico. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Bolivia have a lot of work to do to get back in this.
I'm Holly Scott, and I am Team Dovetail. I'm Kaylani Morris, and I am Team Dovetail.
I am Andres Acuña, and I am Team Dovetail. Sam Schultz, I'm Team Dovetail.
I'm Rocky Carson, I'm Team Dovetail.
I'm Team Dovetail.
I'm Carla Munoz, and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Sandy Rios, Asher Baghurst, and JTRB at the controls. Not Sandy Rios. I've been with Sandy all day. Sorry, TJ.
And I'm so tired, I didn't even notice. I was like, yeah, and you and Sandy have been...
JT's the only one awake, and he's been here since, what, 7 a.m. Should be I'm guessing, an avoidable hinder on a backswing.
Three.
Clean shot from Paula Longoria. We haven't said her name very much this evening, again, because she's allowing Samantha Salas to control it. Longoria may be conserving some energy. It's that kind of upswing forehand of Samantha Salas, which looks very unorthodox, and it still works.
It works for her.
Yeah.
She's done it for so long. I feel like Team Bolivia is playing very defensively right now. Really, Mexico is controlling this match so far, as we can see from the game one score, 15-5.
Skip. 9-9.
Two serving 0. One serving 0.
Barrios just missing a lot.
Now it's 2.
Oh, jeez.
Barrios somehow avoided being hit twice. And Bolivia just don't have any answers at the moment, TJ.
Yeah, it just, like I said, I think Mexico's really controlling this match.
Samantha Salas hitting it so hard. Really no answer, 7-0. A quick question for you on format. I noticed that the IRT are playing their doubles quarterfinals tomorrow, and LPRT are playing theirs tonight. Is there a specific reason why?
As far as scheduling,
is it the US Open who schedules it?
So they do the times.
Okay.
we did. They did end up doing a straight draw for theirs, which they hadn't in the past. They had done qualifiers. Top 4 teams, doubles teams, would go into the quarters, and everybody else had to qualify. And in the past, that's what the U.S. Open had done, and we stuck with that this year just to give some of the lower seeded teams a more competitive first round to earn their spot into the quarterfinals.
I guess it depends on how many teams you have in the draw, because if you've got 16 teams in the draw and 4 automatically get to the quarterfinals, you could argue that doesn't make sense.
Right.
But smaller draw does.
And our money starts in the quarters, so really the unranked teams had to earn their way into the doubles to earn the doubles money. A lot of ceiling balls. Mexico really pushing Bolivia back deep in the court.
Barrios just hoping for anything and getting nothing. It's 10-0. We asked Asher to track the scoring runs in this second game, and he's got an easy job. Barrios, reverse pinch winner. She's acting strange. I mean, she like let go of her racket after she hit it, grimaced.
So she's been icing her hand after every match.
Interesting.
She got hit she did something to her thumb in volleyball, I think.
Huh.
Playing volleyball. She did, and when I saw her icing yesterday, she picked up the ice and her thumb is swollen. Her right hand thumb is swollen. So it could have some to do with it. I
would guess so.
Yeah, I'd also say that even though she does play doubles occasionally, I don't think doubles is Barrios' wheelhouse. It's not her favorite.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop you real quickly. We've had a change on one of the matches. I'm looking at the bracket. Brenda Laime is now.
Okay.
It was Lawrence. Somebody obviously put in the wrong winner, and they corrected it.
Because when I walked away from that match a while ago, I thought Brenda was winning. I thought she had won it, and I walked away.
Yeah.
And then somebody said Kalani won, and I went, "Wow."
Well, it had Lawrence in the winners
they
bracket.
did. Somebody just put it in incorrectly. Okay, then I take back everything I said. That was a really competitive match between those two, but Laime did move on again, and she will take on Paola Longoria tomorrow in the quarterfinals, 3:10 p.m. If you've been following along with the tour, you know that Laime won over Longoria at our last event 2 weeks ago in the quarterfinals. So
a rematch.
Here's a rematch.
And why do I have the feeling that Longoria is coming out to make a statement?
I said to Longoria after Virginia Beach, I know if I know anything about her, nothing motivates her more than a loss.
Yeah, especially when you play the person again. And we saw that with Erica Minilla at the US Open last year, where Minilla had Longoria in trouble. Longoria survived, and then in Arizona, I believe it was Arizona, Longoria absolutely took apart Erica Minilla.
Made a statement.
Yes, she did.
She was ready. She probably took Minilla a little bit lightly. That's a control. Barrios, I think, is really known for her control. As you could see right there, just calm control, well-placed shot. Big skip from Salas, but again, back to Daza taking advantage of this glass side wall, hitting some good serves.
Well, avoids the dreaded donut. Had a couple of those today. Yeah, Barrios is obviously not putting in 100%. And I think she's thinking about tomorrow's match. Probably thinking, I'm not going to, we're not, try the first game. It's not working in the first game. So we kind of just, all right, sorry, Jenny, but I got to think about the money and points that I can earn with a semifinal place tomorrow.
Could be, or that thumb of hers is worse than
it was this morning.
Yeah.
If that's the case, though, TJ, and I'm Jenny Daza, and the thumb is or not Jenny Daza, and Angelica Barrios, and the thumb is bothering me, I forfeit this match. I don't even play it, especially after the first game. And I know you're letting your teammate down.
I think, and that's.
But I don't think Jenny Daza is going to, throw a fit because her partner's injured and wants to win tomorrow. They've been friends for far too long.
Right. Right. I would say that's exactly it, though.
Yeah, probably.
They don't want to let their partners down. And they like to play. I mean, the players.
Sure, but you got to think like a professional. We've seen this before where Barrios has been playing open and having a semifinal, a final in the pro division. Oh, nice touch, Jenny Daza.
Commenting on 3 donuts in the LPRT, which is unheard of in the round of 16. We just don't see it.
No.
Potentially 3 donuts.
Who are you playing? All right, side out. A match point again for Longoria Salas, looking to close this out. And that's it. Longoria with the winner in what is a fairly routine match, TJ Bamba, and they advance to the semifinals as the 1 seeds would be expected to do.
I'm sorry.
Stay with us, TJ.
Next up on this court, we've got our last match for us of the evening. Another doubles match. The number 3 seeds, Erica Mania and Natalia Mendez.
Well, let me also tell you, from game 1, we were checking how many ceiling balls are hit in a game, and Statman came up with 33, followed by not quite sure, I'm only half awake. It's been a long day for Asher, so well done. And then scoring, we saw we saw 14 points in a row for Longoria Salas in the second game, then 4 points for Barrios Daza. But ultimately, it's Longoria Salas who close it with the 15th.
All right.
Okay.
About 15 minutes. We'll be back on this court. Erica Mania, Natalia Mendez playing against Brenda Laime and Carla Munoz.
We'll see you then.